So hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Playhead, which is currently in demo form on itch.io if you're interested in downloading and experience it for yourself. It's a time-based puzzle platformer game from Lowtek Games. Let's go. Okay guys, just a little bit about Playhead and Lowtek Games before we actually get started. Playhead is a puzzle platformer and it has a single screen where you manipulate time to sort of progress through the levels. Sounds easy enough, but as you get through it, it does get ferociously difficult. There's about 100 levels on it and it's a really good challenging concept. I think it's total genius, I love it. It's been heavily influenced by a game called Braid, which I've never actually played, but I'm going to look into it after this. It's on modern consoles and it's kind of an older game from maybe about 10 years ago or so. And just about Lowtek Games, they're more famous for FLEA and TAPEWORM Disco Puzzle, which was fantastic games on the NES, or you can get them on the Arcade if you so wish, or they are available on Steam and a few other sort of avenues. Sort of some screenshots here of Playhead. It looks absolutely cool. I've played through these levels already just to get a feel for it and I really enjoy it. It's really cool, and there's Ali from Lowtek Games showing off his wonderful creation that he's the art sort of design for the project and generally the head of Lowtek Games. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, without further ado, let's get stuck into the demo of Playhead. Okay guys, here we go. This is the demo of Playhead, which is downloadable from itch.io. I'll leave a link in the description if you are interested. Let's get started. So you're immediately presented with this screen. You've got 14 levels. The 15th one is just a final sort of thank you for playing. And here we've got some options in the top left hand screen to change sound and music. And that's really it. The rest are really just for cosmetic purposes really. So without further ado, let's get started on the basics, the first level. Now it's a puzzle platformer game where you manipulate time to try and make it to the exit. And you can see there's also collectibles on the screen. Not really sure what the purpose is of them yet, but I'm sure there will be. It's obviously a challenge to try and collect them all. So you've got left and right and a jump button, and that's really it for the character at present. You see you can collect those little cloud things, not really sure what they are. So the main part is obviously down the bottom. It looks like a YouTube video. You can sort of drag it with your mouse across the screen, and I think you might be able to play this on touchscreen. You can maybe drag it across, I'm not sure. You want to restart the level, you've got the restart button next to it, or you can just fast forward to the next level. There's also some settings here where you can manipulate the game speed, which can be important in some of the trickier levels. Further on you can change the resolution as well, which is kind of funky. You got 480p, 720 and the full 1080p, which is kind of a nice touch. But anyway, without further ado, let's try and complete the levels to give you an idea. So you obviously need this platform to go across so that we can make it to the exit of the level, and that's the basics to get you started. It gets a little bit more complicated. Now if you scroll down a little bit, there are some tips on the actual level if you do get stuck, and there's also some comments from other usually it's other sort of YouTubers, so to speak. Now there may be some appearances from myself and other famous YouTubers, so you'll maybe want to look out for that. There's some nice touches here and there through the game. So let's try and sort of make our way through this level. So it does get tricky when you kind of need to, I don't know, it's kind of like playing the drums where you need to be able to sort of do the rhythm and tap at the same time, or like tap your head and rub your bell at the same time sort of thing. That's how the controls kind of feel to me. So it does get a little bit tricky to get your head through a little bit. These levels are not too bad to start with, but yeah, it does get ferociously tricky. Now if you've ever played FLEA, then you'll get an idea of what it's like, or TAPEWORM, how ferociously difficult some of the levels can be. And quite often you will die, but a lot of the times it's probably your own fault. It's not necessarily poor game design, it's just your own fault. You know how to do it, but you just can't do it because you're not quite got it correct. But I really like the idea of this. Then you sort of manipulate this so we can try and get to the exit or try and get this additional collectible at the top. I may get to a point where I'll just get to the exit because I'll be frustrated. Yeah, let's just do the exit. So pretty straightforward so far. You see there's obviously some hints down the bottom if you do get stuck. Now just bear in mind this is just a prototype, this is just a demo at the moment. There's going to be 100 levels to the final game. Usually I think all the games that Lowtek Games have done so far, they're 100 levels, like FLEA and TAPEWORM are, for example. Oh. Very clever done. I really like the style of it. I like the fact that it looks like a kind of a YouTube style video and that you're sort of part of. You can manipulate the time back and forth to sort of make your way through the levels. There are a few other games out there like that, but I just think this one seems definitely a little bit unique in the fact that you control it via the sort of YouTube style. The things start to get a little bit more tricky here. I'll just keep pressing right, and I made that look easy. Believe me, that's not easy. Now this level is probably the one I got stuck on most, and I really did not have a clue what to do. As you can see here, you can't touch that because it's lava. And if you manipulate time, usually you start the level, you want to manipulate time. A block comes out and sort of pushes you along, so you can't push it too quickly or it will squash you. And you can't actually jump it because it's too high. You can't jump high enough to get over it, so how do you do it? You got some tips down below. Don't get squashed, think about time. That's your tip. You can see you've got other sort of influencers, so to speak, sort of commenting on the video, or the game. It took them a little time to get through it, but helpful, not helpful, who knows, I don't know. Anyway, let's try and see if we can manipulate this level. So let's put it back. Now you can actually jump to a certain parts without actually scrolling all the way through from start to beginning, such as this. As you can see, I can jump and push that to the end, and then my character doesn't get affected. It's like he's not part of it at all. And there we go, we can now complete the level. Pretty clever. Took me a while to figure that one out though. So you can, obviously through that you can jump to certain parts. You don't need to, oh gee, I just killed myself there. You don't actually need to scroll like that through the level. It helps to see what happens when you do manipulate it, but you can jump to certain parts. Now this becomes very important through the next few levels on how to actually complete it. And this one in particular, you need to be careful, because if you just move to there, you will immediately die. So what I was figuring out that I did was, let's move that away. So stand here, and then as soon as you press this button, you jump at the same time. Or jump first, then press the button. You can see what I mean, where it's trying to sort of tap your head and rub your belly at the same time, sort of thing. You need to kind of get used to it. So jump, press the button, there you go. We've completed the level. It's got some nice music in the background as well, I noticed. So let's manipulate these lasers a little bit. So I think there's probably a few different ways where you can probably complete the level, depending how you feel. I mean, I don't think there's any set ways of doing some of the levels. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was bad. So it's probably good to press all the buttons and see, right, where do I need to press to be safe? It's definitely a trial and error sort of style game. Oh, and you will die a lot. The sort of dying part definitely reminded me a lot of FLEA. If you played that, then you definitely die a lot. And most of the time it's just because you're not good enough to be able to complete the level, rather than poor game design. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. There we go. Very well done. I really like it. Okay, we've now got some portals that have been introduced to the level. And we can maneuver as well about. Let me see. Not sure what to do yet. Let's see if we drop down here. Nope, can't do that. Sometimes it does take a little while to get your head round where to go, what to do, the best way to complete it. I'm not sure. Oh, can't do that. Wait a minute. So, oh yeah, right, okay, I get it. No, I don't. Right. So anyone interested, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to sort of have a go yourself and play it and see what you think. Leave some feedback for Lowtek Games and let them know what you think of the game. Ah, alright, okay. Oh, that's too far. So this one you need to sort of figure out, right, where do you need to press in small increments, I guess, so that you can actually run across. Right, okay. Let's try that. Then run about here. Ha! Forgot to jump! Okay. Oh, that's way too far. Darn. Don't want to be too far away. Oh, gee. Slippy platform. Yay! Just a little bit of care and attention. Okay, so this level is probably the hardest level I've came across for. I really had no idea what to do. If you scroll through you obviously need to fall down at a certain time, but you need to basically, it's all about timing. Okay, let's try this. So I think the best way is to try and go through the sequence and see when is best to jump each time. So, okay, that sounds good for there. Ah, that's not good. Okay, so about there and there. Something like that. Okay, let's do it. So I need to move and then press this when you get to the middle. Yay! First time. Made that look easy. Ah. Now we got a little bit trickier. Oh. Okay, so when I move the screen, when I move that, the screen scrolls at the same time. But how do I get across there? Huh. Maybe about going fast. Right, let's see if we do it fast. Okay. That's pretty cool. I love it. So jump and moved it fast at the same time. This looks easy. Ah, so I can't jump because the lava's so high up, so what do I do? Whoops. I'm not sure. Okay. That was weird. Ah. So some really nice ideas here. It just I think each level you just have to take your time, think about it, see the best sequence, die thousands of times, and then you'll finally figure it out. Such a genius idea, I love it. I definitely love this type of game, this is right up my alley. Oops. Not sure what I'm doing though. Oh. Oh, right, okay. So, probably need to press it about, yeah, round about right at the start and then at the end, or here. Aha, okay, here. Then back a bit. Oh jeez, this could be tricky. So here, run about here maybe? Nope, too far. Need to get it more ahead. Oh yeah, so maybe line it up with that cross collectible thing. Not really sure what they are, to be honest. Right, so first one's definitely about here. Then line up with the cross roughly. Yep. Then a little bit further on. No! Okay, where do I need to put the last one? Oh, I need to go back the way. So, back the way a little bit. Right, okay. I got it. This time. Definitely this time. Okay. Back a little bit, wasn't it? Oh, then we can just move up naturally. Yay, easy peasy. Oh, that's the last level. Wow, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really good fun. Quite tricky in places. It definitely makes you think, and they sort of use the tools to manipulate time and maybe other things. Oh wow, really enjoyed that. Guys, if you want to play that, have a look in the description. There's a link to the demo on itch.io. I think you can also get it on Steam. I think there's plans to also get a Switch version, I guess, at some point. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.